The cop who killed a pregnant black woman has been charged. Per the Root and other outlets, a Franklin County, Ohio grand jury decided to indict Blendon Township officer Connor Grubb with charges of murder, involuntary manslaughter, and felonious assault. The officer was seen on body cam footage fatally shooting Takia Young, a pregnant black woman. The incident stems from August 24th, 2023. It's a year ago, when grocery store clerks called 911 on a 21-year-old who was 25 weeks pregnant, alleging she stole a bottle of alcohol. Surveillance footage showed Young enter the wine and spirit side of the store with another woman, place bottles of alcohol into various tote bags, and then walk into the general groceries area before exiting. By the time Young made it to her car, Grubb and another officer approached her, banging on the car window and cursing at her to exit the vehicle. Young then slowly pulled the car out of the parking space as Grubb placed himself in front of it, then shot a single bullet through her windshield, striking Young in the chest. Both Young and her unborn baby girl died. Despite various critics and the police union who defended Grubb, saying he was forced to make a split-second decision, a grand jury found it necessary to make him face the gavel. And that is according to The Root. Now, more from the CBS News. Blendon Township Police Chief John Belfort said in a video posted to Facebook that disciplinary proceedings against Grubb would begin immediately, noting that people under indictment can't legally possess firearms. Belfort said the town wasn't involved in the outside investigation into the shooting. Again, that is according to CBS and also the Associated Press. The township's policy, listen to this policy. The policy on the use of force advised officers to move away from an approaching vehicle instead of firing their weapons unless they have a reason to believe the car is being used as a deadly weapon. The report says, after almost a year of demanding the officer be charged, Young's family finally got what they were advocating for, though it doesn't heal the wound they bear from losing their loved ones. Not one, their loved ones. So The Root forgot to put the S on that. Young's grandmother, Nadine Young, said the officer never should have pulled his gun when he first confronted her. He took a lot from us. It's not fair. We don't have her or the baby, she said to CBS. It's been agony. It's been like a whirlwind of hurt and pain. Of course, it's been a whirlwind of hurt and pain. That ain't all it's been. It's absolutely ridiculous to me that the policy says, that means this man was trained to get out the way of slow moving cars. But instead of doing that, he did the exact opposite. He placed himself in place. And then so the policy disputes what the union is saying and also those who supported him, that he had to make a split-second decision. He made the decision himself when he put himself in that car. When he came banging on the car, oh, listen, we're talking about a bottle of alcohol, liquor. She didn't steal. She didn't rob the store. She didn't hold nobody at gunpoint. This is liquor. You chose to go in that car, banging, cursing, and with your gun drawn. You could have just said, hey, pull the window down. Let me talk to you. Let me search your bag. Those was not the approach. The approach was gun out, gun blazing. This person showed up to do exactly what he did, and he should be charged. And I'm hoping he get found guilty. Tehran?
I think that we need to remember that shoplifting is illegal, but also murdering women, especially pregnant women, is also illegal. And guess which one is the one that actually deserves capital punishment? Shoplifting is not a capital punishment crime. There should be no reason that this officer came out, guns drawn. His life was not in danger. None of the patrons' lives were in danger. The store wasn't in danger. There was no bankruptcy, nothing going on of that nature. All that happened is that a life was lost. Now, here's the thing. They have policies in place. This person did not act on that policy, moving out of the way of the vehicle. De-escalation training, this is why we advocate for that in the police system, is to de-escalate, not escalate problems, because we see things like this happen. And while I am extremely happy that this officer is being charged, I also think about the fact that maybe a couple of years ago, they wouldn't have been charged at all, that there would have been a cover up. We're living in the day and age of the body cam, and we still see these things happening. So how bad was it before? And I also and reminded of that blue wall of silence, and where you see no one taking accountability and responsibility and just coming out from the union or the representatives and saying, hey, what this officer did was wrong.
Yeah, listen, and before we go to break, I want to say that people need to understand the number of people killed since they stopped lynching black people has far surpassed the lynching numbers from the 1800s to the 1960s by cops, death by cops, unarmed black people dying by cops. So we absolutely have a problem here, and it is not necessary for us to look hard or deep to see what it's about. We die at rates from interaction with cops in all circumstances more than anybody else, especially if you are a black man. This story is heart wrenching when you know that people see you automatically as a threat just because of your skin color. And like you said, this woman died from a crime that is never punishable by death
Yeah.
because someone wanted to do that. He wanted to take her life. So I absolutely hope justice is done here. And even justice is not enough to bring her and her baby back to her family. Just as Nadine, her grandmother, said, they are living in agony, a whirlwind of agony, because this officer, not just this officer, the system of policing in this country allows for black people to be seen and also defended by the union, as you said, to be seen as criminal just because of our skin color.